Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Habibina Muhammad wa ali sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilma, Rabbi zidni ilma, Rabbi zidni ilma. Okay, so from today, inshallah, we are starting a new topic today. We're going to start verb today. Remember, I told you in Arabic world, there are three big families: noun, letter family, and verb. Today we're going to start fail or failun. It's called verb. What is a verb? Verb is a doing word. That's all. A word which shows any type of action is called a verb. Now, I want you to look at surah in front of you. This is Surah Al-Asr. Innal insana lafi khusr. So you know the word inna. You know the word al-insan. It's a noun. You know the word lafi. La is emphasis la. Fi is a letter family. Khusr is a noun and with tanween. Okay? Now, illa, you know alladhina, those who. Here comes a new word for you. Although you have read this word, but grammatically it's a new word for you. And look at the meaning. It's believed. So here comes the action. People who believed, those who believed. So what is this? This is actually a verb. And what type of verb? It's a perfect verb. You can call it past tense. Again, وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. Again. And they did. So it means there's an action there. And did. It should be they did, okay? Yes, and did. So here there's an action. So these two words are verbs. And what type of verbs? They are perfect tense, or they are, in other words, we can call them, they are past tense. This is what we're going to do today, inshallah. Let's start. Bismillah. The Arabic verb forms. Verb is a word that shows action. Most Arabic words are derived from a three-letter root, and you all know the root letter now, okay? So every word has root letters. So in the same way, most verbs are derived from three-letter root. 98% of words, I would say 97% are derived from root letters. And each trilateral Arabic root can theoretically be transformed into one of the 15 possible verb forms, which you're going to do today, which we call them awzan, and I call it molds. Here are more detailed breakdown using fa. Fa, ain, lam means to do as an example. Okay, so you're going to do it inshallah. But before that, in the Arabic language, there are primarily three types of tenses. Perfect tense, which is past tense, which you're going to do today. Then it's called, because we're sure it is past tense, we call it perfect tense. This is my definition. Because we're sure it's past, that's why we call it perfect tense. Then there's another tense called imperfect tense. Imperfect, why? Because it is something very exclusive to Arabic language, because this tense is a combination of present and future. Yes. Madare, we call it al-madare. It is a combination of present and future both. Yes, there are some clues from where we can distinguish whether it is present or future. And then the third one is imperative tense, which is we use to make dua or to command. It gets used a lot in the Quran, because the Quran is a book of do's and don'ts. So that's why imperative tense is you will see a lot of imperative tense in the Quran. So let's master 15 forms of the perfect tense. Okay, what you will be needing, I want you to take that sheet out if you have that sheet with you. And the mold we're going to use is fa'ala. Fa'ala. So how would you define a past tense, a perfect tense? This is the definition. Three-letter word with suffixes showing action. So here, this is a mold. This is a mold in front of you. Fa'ala. This fa'ala, actually, this is a proper word, and it means he did. He did. So this is a mold. If I using the same mold, fa, a, la, letters which were given to me were fa, ain, lam. But suppose you give me the word jim, ain, lam. So I'm going to put the 3-letter words here, and I can make ja, a, la, means he made. No, the word is kha, la, qa. Okay, I said, okay. So I'm going to put in the same mold. Kha, la, qa. He created. This is a mold, a 3-letter word, with haraka. I hope you remember huwa. I'm pretty sure you do remember. Huwa means he. Now I want to say he did. What I'm going to do? Fa'ala, because fa'in lam means to do something. Here we go. Fa'ala, he did. This fatha or zabar on lam means it is he. I want you to look at these words. I want you to look at the aeroplane. Now, aeroplane, when it's flying off, it started disappearing in the clouds. You see the tail remaining, getting disappeared in the clouds. So this past tense is something with the action which is already done. But looking at the tail, you can tell whether it is a third person, singular plural, or second person, singular plural, or first person, singular plural. These are the suffixes which we add at the end of the word to tell whether it is a third person singular plural or dual, or second person singular dual plural, or first person singular dual plural. These are the suffixes we add. Remember the definition? 3-letter word with suffixes. Okay. For the first form, we call them forms. For the first form, the fatha or lam means this is a third person index finger. We are at here index finger, palm diagram, huwa. Okay? Huwa. Fa'ala, he did. Now, we're skipping dual and feminine just for time being. Hum, plural. In order to make plural, I'm going to add vowel alif at the end. Because I'm adding vowel's friendship is with Dhamma. Dhamma is going to go there. Fa'alu. Fa'alu. Fa'ala, he did. Fa'alu, they did. This vowel alif makes it plural. Remember the word amanu? Same old, isn't it? Vowel alif at the end. Isn't it? Ja'alu, same old. Okay, moving on to the second person, third finger. Remember anta? Anta. We're going to take ta from anta. Fa'alta. Because we're adding ta to it, so I'm going to put sukoon on the lam. Fa'alta. You did. Remember antum? I'm going to tum from antum. Fa'altum. You all did. Moving on to the first person, ana. Again ta, but with dhamma. Fa'altu. Fa'altu. I did. Nahnu. We're going to take noon from nahnu. Fa'alna. We did. Remember anti? We're going to take T from anti. Fa'alti. You female did. It's not she, it's you female did. It's a wrong translation here. You female did. Here we go. So, 3-letter word with suffixes. Fa'ala, he did. Fa'alu, they all did. Fa'alta, you did. Fa'altum, you all did. Fa'altu, I did. Fa'alna, we did. So For past tense, we always look at the tail end of the word, because tail of the end of the word shows us whether it is first person, second person, or third person, whether it is singular, dual, or plural. Now we're going to look at the whole. Now we're going to bring the feminine as well, okay? I'm bringing the feminine and dual now. So here we go. Fa'ala, he did. Now in order to make a dual, I'm just going to add extra alif. Fa'ala, a little bit long when you're reciting it. They too did. Fa'alu. So I want you to keep in mind huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna. Okay? So fa'ala for dual, you get extra alif. Hum is for plural, waw alif. Moving on to the feminine hiya, we're just going to write down hiya, fa'ala again, he again, and then put long ta with it with sukoon on. Fa'alat. So just copy this down first, and then put long ta with it with sukoon. Fa'alat. This turns into she. She did. In order to make dual, add extra alif. Fa'alata. They too did. So it's pink, so it means it is feminine, third person. Remember hunna? Fa'alna. We're going to take noon. Fa'alna. They all did. Yeah? Okay. Moving on to the second person. Anta. We're going to take ta from anta. Fa'alta. So note now, fa'al is same. All the way through, fa'al is same. But we're adding suffixes now. So anta, fa'alta. To take ta from anta. Fa'alta, second person, singular, masculine. Antuma. We take tuma, fa'altuma. You too did. Antum, we're going to take antum, fa'altum. You all did. And anti, we're going to take ta with kasra there, and fa'alti. Again, same fa'altuma. And remember antunna? Fa'altunna. Fa'altu. This is ta again, but with dhamma. So if you mix these three tas coming, remember? The first one ta with sukoon. This is for the third person feminine. Second ta is the second person masculine singular. And the third ta is second person feminine singular. And the fourth ta is the first person masculine singular. So make sure you do not mix them up, because if you mix them up, you're changing the person. Do, I did. Fa'alna, we did. So there are how many tas? Long tas? I call it long tas, okay? So make sure they all have different haraka. The very first one was feminine with sukoon on. Second one was with second person fatha, anta. Third one from anti. And the fourth one, dhamma. So please make sure you do not mix them up. And you're going to use the same palm diagram you've been using. And this time, we're going to do the conjugation on our palm diagram. Here we go. Fa'ala, fa'ala, extra. Fa'alu, plural. Fa'alat, she. Fa'alata, they both feminine did. Fa'alna, they all did. Fa'alta, you did. Fa'altuma, you too did. Fa'altum, you all did. Fa'alti, you feminine did. Fa'altuma, you two feminine did. Fa'altunna, you all did. Fa'altu, I did. Fa'alna, we did. Now these, the past tense have three molds. There's a very minor difference, but there is no change in the meaning. They all means did. But there's only minor difference. First mold is fatha. On the second mold is zir kasra. And in the third mold is dhamma pesh. But there's no difference in the meaning. And these molds have names. And here in front of you is the first mold, and we call it Bab Fataha. Bab Fataha is the mold when they all have fatha on it. Bab Fataha, they have fatha on all three letters. Bab Fatah, look, Ja'ala, Nasara. This is the number of time it comes in the Quran. Nasara, Khalaqa, Kafara, Shakara, Zakara, Razaqa. This is how you translate it. He did. He opened or he gave victory. He made. He helped. He created. He disbelieved. Because Islam with Fatah means he. He disbelieved. Shakara, he was grateful. Zakara, he remembered. Razaka, he provided. This is all
What's this called? Sorry?
provided.
With all fatha, what's it called?
Bab Fataha. Bab means gated. Bab. All those words which come on the first mold, we call it Bab Fataha mold. Bab Fataha means when they all have fatha on it. And you can see the examples here in front of you. Okay, this is a conjugation for Bab Fataha. Bab Fataha. So this is without feminine and dual. Fataha, fatahu, fatahta, fatahtum, fatahtu, fatahna, fatahat. It's feminine. They bring feminine right at the end. So you can see now. Three-letter word with suffixes. First mold called Bab Fataha. Fa'ala. This is a mold. Fa'ala. And with all fatha, you call it, the name of this mold is Bab Fataha. I want you to open your Qur'ans. Surah number 12, ayah number 65.
Fatahu.
Fatahu, that's right. وَلَمَا فَتَحُوا مَتَاعَهُمْ. So now you can see the three-letter word with suffix. Moving on. Surah number 2. You haven't done this word so far. Ayah number 125.
جعلنا.
Ja'alna, here we go. This one. We made. Okay, Surah number 6, ayah number 100.
جعلوا.
Ja'alu. Surah number 9, ayah number 19.
Ja'altum.
Ja'altum. This a is a question word. It's not a part of the word. Okay? So don't read it ja'altum. No. A ja'altum. A is a word on its own. It's a question word. That's why do you. Okay? So a is not a part of the word. A is a word on its own. If you call it question word. Ja'altum. Do you consider or do you make? Hmm? Do you? So ja'altum. You can see, and it's coming with tum, this one. Ja'altum. Surah number 74, ayah number 12.
Ja'altu.
Ja'altu, first person, yes. Ja'altu, this one. Yeah? Okay. Surah number 3, ayah number 123.
نصر.
Nasara. You can see the very first form. And Allah has already made you. Because something interesting now. If Nasara comes on it, we say he helped. But if suppose Nasarallahu, then we're not going to say he helped Allah. We're going to say Allah helped. Because Allah is a doer there. Okay? I want you to make that note somewhere. So Nasarakumullahu. Here Allah says Allah helped you all. So instead of, it could have been Nasarallahu kum. But Allah brought kum before. Nasarakumullahu. Okay? Allah helped you all. And made you all victorious. Yeah? Okay, Surah number 8, ayah number 72. It's not, I want you to look for all types of past tenses here. There are three at least.
نصروا
Nasaru, good.
آمنوا
Amanu. Okay, one more point now. This is something very important now. Now I want you to look at the screen now. These are two different words, okay? They're two different words. This is amanu and this is aminu. Look, there's only difference of haraka, but this one is a past tense and this one is imperative. So do not mix them up. Amanu actually comes on the first mold, fathaun. Amanu. This aminu, this is not a past tense, this is imperative. So please make sure that you do not mix them up. Yeah? Okay, surah number 6. It's written there. I call this postcode, okay? This is a postcode here. This is a postcode for the ayah. The first number is the surah number, and the second number is the ayah number. So this is a postcode. So surah number 6, ayah number 34.
الصبر
Nasruna. Okay? Nasruna. So you can see the nasr there. All right. Surah number 2, ayah number 21.
خلقكم
Khalaqakum. Khalaqakum. Okay, this kum is what? Attached pronoun. Okay, it comes with attached pronoun. Khalaqakum is attached pronoun. He created you all. He created you all. Okay, surah number 13, ayah number 16.
خلقوا
Alaku. Very good. Okay, what about the word ja'alu? Done. Okay, surah number 2, ayah number 3.
رزقناهم
Razaqnahum. How many bits?
3
Three, very good. Razaqa is the first bit. Na is attached pronoun. Hum is the attached pronoun. I needed to show you the second mold as well. So this is the first mold, yeah? So you can see. Now, I want you to look at this mix now. There's another thing, this mix now, two molds mix here now. This one, this slide. So dakhala, abada, daraba, they're all bab fataha, bab fataha, bab. But what about this one? Bab, sami, this is second mold. Can you see? On kalima ain is zir, kasra. Sami'a, alima, amila, rahima. Here comes the difference. Can you see the change? This is the second mold. And second mold has a name as well. We call it Bab Samia or Bab Dariba. They both look same in the Mazi. Here, this is a change. On kalima ain, we have kasra. Fa'ila, second mold. Here, Bab Samia, Sami'u, Sami'ta, Sami'tum, Sami'tu, Sami'na. So here, kasra. Look, there's no difference in the meaning. Meaning is still the same, but look at it, it's different. Alima, he knew. Alimu. And then amila, two different words. This order is different, isn't it? Alima and amila. Then we have rahima. It's the second mold. Homework is to draw two palm diagrams. First with fa'ala, like this, and second with fataha. I'm going to share all the slides with you and recordings and everything. Yeah? And memorize it. So I'll be listening to your palm diagrams with verbs. We call it conjugation. We call it conjugation. We listen to your conjugation for fa'ala next Tuesday. You need to memorize it, but please always use your palm. So then you know where you are. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.